everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Slangy. Today's moisturizer is from Eucerin, and I'm so excited to be sharing this one with you guys because it has never let me down. The first time when I was introduced to Eucerin, I think it was 2 years ago, I actually was having some rash on my cheeks. In most cases it's acute rash. You know that rash that just comes and sits on one area and it just occupies that area like a boss, and you're like, what is going on now? So when I went to the doctor, I actually thought maybe there was something internally that was happening and it's now coming out on the surface. And when I asked the doctor, he was like, well, just buy Eucerin. Of course, you take what the doctors say seriously. I hope. I didn't know at first why it was performing wonders on my skin. So today we're going to unpack that so that you guys understand what you're buying and what it does for your skin. So let's start with the nitty-gritties, the terms and conditions. This product is 260. Can find it at most places, really, and that's what I love about it. In South Africa, even the supermarkets, you can get it. You don't have to go to Clicks or Discount. You can even get it at Take A Lot. I know 260 might sound like a big stretch, but then here's the thing. If you're using this as your body cream as well as your face cream, you just saved money. So in essence, it works out to be the same as the normal moisturizers that you buy, because those are in smaller quantities, and even if it's like 80 rand or 75 rand, you might need to buy it more frequently than you would if you're using this one. So it's a winner. This moisturizer is Eucerin EureaRepair Plus 5% Urea Body Cream, immediate plus 48-hour dry skin relief. It has urea, it has ceramides, and it also has NMF. Let us quickly get to the claims of this product, and as an end user, I would confirm for my personal experience if indeed that is what I've experienced. The result: dry skin signs are immediately relieved. I can attest to this, but also for me, I don't suffer from very dry skin. My skin is just dry. So I guess whenever I use anything that has a lot of hydrating elements, it's definitely going to get that hydration boost or injection, and the results are going to show immediately. But this I agree with. The skin feels pleasantly smooth and supple again. Yes, indeed. Skin is resilient and the recurrence of dry skin is delayed. So with this one, it is correct. However, we also need to be looking at what else are you using in your skincare routine, because if you're using ingredients that have alcohol, denatured alcohol, and all those other stuff, there are good fatty alcohols that our skin needs. So you guys can just quickly check over Google which ones are classified as fatty alcohols and which ones are not fatty alcohols. So the names that do not fall under fatty alcohols, look for such names on your skincare products and don't buy that. And this is because for most people, they leave their skin dry. Another ingredient that can dry our skin found in body washes as well as face washes is called sodium lauryl sulfate. So there are different types. There's laureth and then there's laurel. So the thing with laurel is that some people have said that it dries down their skin, especially if the product has a higher concentration of that ingredient. So just be cautious of that. Sometimes it's those small little things that add up to us not achieving the maximum hydration we need for our skin. The formula with lipids such as ceramides strengthen the skin's own protective barrier and helps prevent moisture loss. This I definitely agree with. So let me highlight the key ones that are in here that indeed boost the claim that I just mentioned. Let's start with urea. Urea is a humectant, and if you can recall from the previous video, humectants are those ingredients that draw in moisture into our skin. And as I've mentioned in the previous video as well, our skin thrives when it has enough hydration and good moisture on lockdown. This also has ceramides. So ceramides are naturally found in your skin barrier. These are fatty acids that help soothe, smoothen, as well as moisturize our skin. So when brands go the extra mile to use ingredients that naturally mimic what is already existing on our skin, I really appreciate that, because your skin is going to recognize the ingredient as one of its own. This also has NMFs. So NMF is natural moisture factor, and indeed, looking at the ingredients that are here after doing some research, they do have them, so it's not a baseless claim. So the last claim that they make is the formula with urea and MF improves the water binding capacity of the skin, which results in a substantial increase in moisture content. most definitely that is what they do. This is how I felt as well. Honestly, my skin was thoroughly nourished, it was thoroughly hydrated, it did feel supple. So for me, this moisturizer is not a staple in my nighttime routine. How I go about it is I'll usually wash my face around 6, 6:30, latest 7. On damp skin, apply the moisturizer. That is if I'm not using a serum that day. If I'm using a serum, I'll start with the serum, then go in with the moisturizer, then after a minute I go in with a thin layer of petrolatum jelly. And in the morning when I wake up, guys, it's not a lie, it's not a lie, in the morning when I wake up, my skin feels amazing, like baby soft, amazing. It doesn't have dry patches, it doesn't have, you know, sometimes when you wake up and the corners of your lips it feels dry. I don't have that. I also sleep with an electric blanket on, and you can imagine how that would be sucking out a lot of moisture, but still when I wake up I do not have a problem where my skin is feeling dehydrated, dry, or anything of that sort. The consistency of this one is not runny, it's not thick, it's just good enough. Let me bring it here and move it around, and then you guys can see how it is. You see, it's not thick, it's not true light. For me, it's just about the perfect consistency. So in essence, a good moisturizer is supposed to have humectants, emollients, ceramides, fatty acids, as well as cholesterol. And if you'd like to ask anything else about the product or anything that you're not sure of, please feel free to let me know in the comment section, and I'll be sure happy to help. Do take care and keep well, and as always, remember to be kind. Bye bye.